Hello, and welcome to CTE Health Science Rocks. You are starting your first lesson with the letter R. The letter R represents Canvas. You will get a badge to certify you know how to take the beginning steps for the Canvas product. So let's begin. As a new teacher, you know that you have to have an NC Ed Cloud. So we're going to open NC Ed Cloud, and I'm going to show you how to work on Canvas. So once you open this NC Ed Cloud, you're going to go to this circle here that says Canvas. You're going to click on that, and it is going to open your dashboard. Now, I know this is new to some of you because you've never had this before. So I'm going to go over some things that you will see on the dashboard. On the left-hand side are some icons that you can click to go to different things. We're not going to do those right now. In the middle are your classes that you will be teaching and clubs if you have any clubs. And then over to the right-hand side is your to-do. This is when the students have done the assignments and they are ready to grade. So I'm going to show you how to start your beginner course for Canvas. So you're going to pick one of your classes, and I'm going to pick the HOSA one down here because it doesn't have a lot in it to show you what you can add. So you're going to click on that portion there. Now, I've added some modules, but I'm going to show you today how to add modules. These are called modules here. And with the Canvas that I do for my weekly classes, each one of my classes has a module here that will say a different week depending on what week it is for the school. Now, let's get started. To create a module, you're going to use one of these tabs here. We're going to hit plus module. This module name will be Welcome Week 1. So we're going to name that module, and when you hit add module here at the bottom, it is going to add this module to the bottom of your screen. See, here it is right here in front of you. Welcome Week 1. So we have added our first module. And you're probably thinking to yourself, what in the world am I going to add to this module? Well, first, we probably want to add the days of the week. So let's add the days of the week. So you're going to hit this plus button here to get started, and it's going to ask you what you want to add. There are assignments, quizzes, a file, a page, discussion, text header, external URL, or external tool. To add the days of the week, you would just click text header. And I'm going to start with Monday. This is Monday. If you want to put the date on there, that is fine. I'm going to put it's Monday, April the 21st. I know that is Easter. That's great. So let's add the other days of the week. I'm not going to put the actual date, but I'm just going to show you. Each time I add this in, it goes underneath the other one, which is perfect. And then I'm going to show you the next thing we shall do. Thursday and Friday. Great. So now we have added all the days of the week, and we have created our first module. So if you're just starting out, Welcome Week 1 is a great week for you because the first 10 days you're getting to know the students. So you can have fun things for them to do, getting to know you, getting to know about Canvas, a little bit about yourself, a little bit about the kids in the class. So with that comes things you could put in Canvas. So we're going to start adding something in Canvas besides a text header. Let's say you want to add a page. So a page is something that you can look at that has videos, that has text, that also has maybe some games like purpose games. I like to use purpose games for anatomy and physiology and quizzes and GimKit and Blookit. All of those are multimedia tools that you're going to learn about with this new program. So we're going to create a page, And this is called Intro to the Class. You can have it however you want. Add item. So this here, I have created my module, my days of the week, and I want to move this under Monday because we're going to start class on Monday. So I'm going to move that under there. And because I set this up as a page, I can actually click on that and it will take me to the actual page, which is blank. In order for me to put something on it, I have to go over here to these tools, these little tabs to the right, and I'm going to click edit. And you could put what you would like your intro to the class be or whatever your information is. Welcome to the class. Read and take quiz on quiz is. So what I like to do is I like for us to kind of do popcorn reading of the syllabus, and then we take a quiz on the syllabus, and whoever gets the highest points can actually get some candy. So if you wanted to add a picture, you can do that here. Upload image, course images, or user images. Sometimes I have things saved, so you can pull it from your computer. So let's see what items. Let's add my logo here. This is for the canvas. I'm going to add this badge. So you can add that picture. You can add all kinds of pictures to your page. You can also add videos if you go to YouTube. I'm going to show you in the next section, but you can add a YouTube link and then go here to pick the cloud and then add your video there. So you can also add links. So if I wanted to add a link to something, so let's say I wanted to add a link to Canvas or a page or an email or whatever else I want to find. This right here, let's just do that. Let's see what happens. I'm going to copy the link and then I'm going to go back to my actual page. And then I'm going to add blood drive schedule. And then I'm going to highlight this. And then up here, there are some links and tabs you can use. You can hit insert link, external link because it comes from an external site, and then paste it right there. And now you have added your blood drive schedule link if you want kids to sign up for the blood drive. So that is a little beginner information on how to add a module and a page. When you're done with setting up the page and you've put everything that you want to, click down here at the bottom, save and publish. That will then publish this to the class. Now you're thinking, oh my goodness, how am I supposed to go back to the front of the module? You will click these three dots here, these three lines, or you can also hit home. Home takes you back to your dashboard where you had the class. Now you're thinking to yourself, okay, but I want to add a quiz or an assignment. That is great. So then you can go back here, hit the plus button, do assessment and quiz. You can actually create a quiz from the test item bank that's already there. You can also add things in for assignments. You can add just about anything, external URL to different types of videos, to other types of sections like SchoolNet. We're going to get to that SchoolNet in another section. So that's where you add quizzes. So as you can see here, this is not green. So therefore, I know that students who come in to take this course cannot see anything in this module because this highlighted in gray, if this is my main module section. If this little circle right here is not green, nothing in this entire module labeled Welcome Week 1 will be published and the kids cannot see it. So let me show you what it would look like if I were to publish everything. So I would click that down arrow, publish module and all items. Yes, if I wanted them to see all items. Publish module only. Yes, I can do that. And then it would only publish the top portion and none of the assignments or anything else that I don't want published. So let's do publish module and all items. When I click that, as you can see, all the arrows are green, and therefore anyone that looks into this module will have published items for the kids to look at. This is just a beginner version of setting up your Canvas page. I can go into different tabs over here on the left: grades, people, pages, files. People will show you who in your class. Grades will show you the grades of the kids. I also like to do Canvas Studio and announcements. Announcements is a really big one for me. I'll show you that one and then we'll pause for the day. Announcements is great because I can make different types of announcements that will go to the students in the class email, and only to those students who are in the class. So as you can see here, I have added an announcement to the HOSA club that no new officers are at this time. So let me show you how to create an announcement. It will be here on the Canvas page as well as get sent to the student's email. You will need to go here where it says add announcement. We're going to click on that tab, and it's going to ask me a topic title. We're going to have early release because we have early release tomorrow. You can type whatever you want. Hey, HOSA, that's what I usually call them. We have early release tomorrow. School will get out at 1:30 p.m. Have a great spring break, because our spring break also starts tomorrow. So I told them that we have early release. I have a body of something in that box, and now we're going to go down to these items here. We can allow kids to comment. I don't want to do that. Allow liking. I don't want to do that. You can actually schedule this so when you want it to go out, but today I'm just going to post it right now because I want them to know that early release is tomorrow. So I'm going to put tomorrow 4/11. So they'll remember that tomorrow is early release day. So you're going to scroll all the way down here at the bottom and you're going to hit publish. When I do that, it's going to actually publish to the Canvas page as well as send every student that's in the class an email with that announcement. Thank you for tuning in to CTE Health Science Rocks. Tune in next time as we go in detail about Canvas and how to insert a quiz and SchoolNet test.